Hello everyone, I am Tobash Wombat, and this is my first impression of, or these are my first impressions of, Freedom Planet. This game came out sometime last year, late in the last year. Maybe middle late. It comes across as kind of a Sonic clone, and I'm not sure, all I've done so far is set things up with this game, so we'll see how this one pans out. So far, I like the graphics. They look nice. I don't know anything other than that. I like how it looks. Graphics again. Voice acting isn't horrible. I like...
How did this happen? Our walls are impenetrable.
Walls are impenetrable.
Your floor isn't.
If death is what you
Just makes
seek,
sense. If you're gonna have strong walls,
gladly provide it.
have a strong floor to match. You got messed up.
There is no reason to be hostile, Your Majesty. In fact, you should be proud. Your son is moments away from inheriting the throne.
Story seems interesting enough.
Tried, Father. What do you want with us?
I mean, obviously there are a bunch of furry animals talking, and
Your son,
if you don't like that, like some people,
make him the
I
most
know,
powerful ruler your world has ever known. And he will answer to
you know,
no one.
it's not that big a deal. Story so far is interesting. About what you'd expect, I think.
Prepare
It's faster than I expected.
Snatcher.
Snatcher. Sounds scary. The intro is a little long for what I assume to be an action-y type game.
For centuries, we have depended on the
I mean, I like a game that's action-oriented to have a quick, snappy intro, get you right in there. But you can always skip this, and I'm sure that's what most people do. It's figures into a first impression. It's just a thought.
And I fear that war may be inevitable.
Alright, tensions are growing. And now I'm at the title screen. No, it really wasn't that slow. Alright, so we'll just start a new thing. Play every stage in order. Adventure mode mixes story and gameplay. Makes sense to start with that. There were difficulties, but for first impressions, normal is perfect. I think. I don't see a problem. You know, that tree kind of reminds me of the tree at the top of that one mountain in Chrono Trigger. Just a thought. Random thought. Why can't I think of the name? Death Speak? Something like that. So the story seems very important in this game. 3 years later, in a valley to the east. I'm assuming I'm driving that reveal thing that's getting messed up.
Huh?
Nope. I sure am not.
Where are you going? I have to make sure they're okay. Can't you be Little Miss Hero like
Alright.
some other? Not a chance!
I actually do like the voice acting in this. It's
Fine,
actually
I'll
pretty
go by
good.
myself. Yippee.
I can choose my own character. I like choices are always nice. Hopefully the levels are balanced for both people. Let's get our controls here. Alright, I can kick, I can jump. I have that thing, special. So Sonic-y, somewhat, in terms of the controls. Mixed with some more. So if I jump in the air, I can do that. That's nice. Alright, so far I like this combat. I like the things. But let's see how hopefully the level design matches that. You know, since this is more of a that was just dickish. Okay. Seems kind of mean to do like on the first thing screen almost. Does this do damage? Yes, the Cyclone does damage. I assume there's a, you know, I'm playing Catacomb Kids, and I feel like that's influencing my platforming lately. interesting. So, I would say that, I mean, it's hard to not compare this to Sonic, because I mean, anthropomorphic animals and running. But, ooh, I got invincibility, I think. But this just very much compares to Sonic. Like, it's a slower Sonic, which I feel actually does it justice, because if you go too fast in a game like this, it actually ends up working against you a little bit in terms of trying to make good levels. Because you need to be able to react to things, and the less time you have to react to things, the less things you put on the screen for you to actually mess with. So it allows you to, going fast, it's almost like filler. You're just running fast. You know, it feels cool at first. You can't sit down and roll. Makes sense. So by slowing it down a little bit, it allows them to make better levels, I would say. Taking into account, like, you actually being able to do things. I mean, that sounds very vague, and it kind of is. I don't know what these are for. Maybe it's all a score thing. Spikes there. So they give you a lot of choices in the levels, and I like choices. I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm sure people who are watching that have like played this game are like, no, you gotta go that way, there's better stuff that way, and you know, that's cool. This is like my first time playing this, period. I don't even know what those do. Again, I'll probably figure that out as I play it. And you would probably too as you play it. But so far, I like the music. That's something I didn't say something about earlier. The music's nice. I feel like it goes with the levels pretty well. I guess it's the only level I've played. But so far, so good on that. It definitely draws me in so that I want to play more, which is a good sign. What does that do? Don't know. You can see there's a timer that counts up, so I guess for people who speedrun and the like, or try and get fast times. Oh, I can do the switch. Ah, I see. Push this onto switch, simple puzzle, gets done. And for games that have platforming like this one, you don't... Oh, I didn't realize I had that. So you can do other things than just kick. Like, sure you can. And I can... In that? Yes. Okay. I gotta say, this has good potential. This is getting a good first impression so far. I mean, I don't know if there are bosses. I assume there are. It only makes sense for there to be. I mean, for God's sakes. God's sake. God's sakes. Can't have a good platformer without some bosses. When you just run through and you get to the end of a level, there's nothing. There's nothing more dissatisfying than there being no bosses in the game. Oh, you got messed up. That was really easy. Assuming mini boss? Almost didn't quite get that. I like that. Nice. So I can do this. Whoosh. Alright, I noticed they have a breath thing there, and I assume I have a shield, which grants me air of some sort until I get hit. So, neato on that kiddo. And you can swim. Cool. Swimming is pretty intuitive. I am a big anthropomorphic animal, not furry. Furry is really a human who thinks they are an animal. Alright, so I guess I could have gone down if I had not ran into that. Yeah, definitely, it's definitely like a love letter to Sonic, and in a very good way so far. I am really enjoying this. This is probably a game that I will be playing more in the future. Maybe, not sure if I'll stream it or do like a let's play of it. And I mean, if you have an opinion on that, please feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to be accommodating. Hey, he's took my shield. What a jerk bag. Oh yeah, I went through the other. Okay, I see. Okay, can't hurt him right now. Kinda like that shield though. So I'm probably gonna basically get through this first level and then end the first impression. I feel like my last first impression video was a little long, so I'll try and make them a little shorter for you guys so you don't have so much to watch if you really want to watch everything. This is actually, I will say this is kind of a long level. Oh yeah, that's right, I have... Can I use that to damage people? No. Is it weird that I just want to destroy this thing? There we go. It spikes. So I see I have health there. Health is not that hard to come by, which, you know, makes sense for first level. Skadoosh. Boulder through platform. I see I do have a breath thing, but it runs out very slowly. Which I am assuming they will use later on for more water type levels. So see, I have to take my time there. Not rush through it like I was doing. Oh, whoa, whoa, So I can't use my special until it's like all the way filled. Boulder boss much? Oh, I see. Avoid the falling boulders. So I get invincibility frames there? Got boulder warnings. That's great. I mean, you only have so much time to react. Maybe normal has those warnings and hard doesn't. Yeah, not too hard as far as bosses go, but definitely fun. This game has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Voice acting's good, graphics solid, controls nice and tight, just how I like them. Music very, very nice. Achievements, if you really care about that. Looks like you unlock moves, which is really cool. And I'm gonna stop because I just got past the first stage, so we're good. So overall, I'd say A+ for this game. Definitely recommend. Check it out. They have a Steam page that you can buy it on. I'm not exactly sure who publishes it. I missed it at the beginning. It was like Freedom Planet. No, I can't remember who. I'll say that in the description. I'll put all the info for this game in the description. You guys can see it there. But anyway, check this game out. It's really great. This is Tobash Wombat. You've been watching my first impressions of Freedom Planet. I'll see you in the next video.